Hey guys, today's video is going to be about audio, which in my opinion is more important than video, because if your YouTube videos sound like this, you probably should invest a little bit and try to improve them. Now, over the last 2 years or so, what I've been using is this little Zoom H1 recorder and a lavalier mic. Yes, I do have to sync up my audio when I am editing my videos, but it produces much better results than what you get straight from the camera. There are, however, better options out there, I'm sure of it. One of those is a wireless microphone setup such as this one. Now, this is made by a company named Boya, which I've never heard of before, but I was interested in checking out their setup and seeing if it was any better, the same, or worse than what I currently use. So let's check out how it comes packaged. All right, so this is the box that the microphone comes in. As you could see, nice packaging, Boya, nice picture of the units, and they're kind of like sticky, so they're kind of like iPhone-esque, I don't know. Anyway, UHF wireless microphone system BYWM6 is the model number. Around the back, you have all of those features. You guys can pause and read through. Let's open this thing up. Interesting case. Instruction manual, and then the units themselves. I'd say the packaging is really, really nice. So you can see here is one of the transmitters. Has a nice rubberized texture, pretty lightweight as well. There's a clip on the back, made in China. And then the second one, which looks identical. Yeah, they look the same to me here. XLR to 3.5mm adapter, hot shoe to tripod mount adapter in there, couple of 3.5mm cables. So this is the actual lav mic and then the 3.5mm connector. So that is it. Let's jump in and try testing these things out. So here are the transmitters once again, and I'm going to turn them both on here just so that you can see what the screens look like. They're not super HD or anything crazy. I was wrong. One of these receivers has a microphone input. That is the one that you will wear if you're talking into the camera. The other one has an output jack that you use to plug into your camera. Now, before I plug these things in and see what sort of sound they produce, I do want to mention a couple of things. Now, obviously, for those of you who have an A6000 or an A5100, you will not have a 3.5mm microphone jack on your camera. So you really can't use one of these things. If you have an A6300 or A6500 or future A67 models, then you can most certainly use these. Now, there are a ton of these transmitters out there on the market. I don't know about you guys, I'm not a sound expert, but my theory is that the two most important things when it comes to audio is the microphone that you're using, so in this case it would be the little lavalier microphone. And the second thing is the preamps on your camera, because that is what's capturing the audio. One of the reasons that I went with the Zoom H1 from the beginning is because I know from reviews that it has some of the best preamps built into a very small package. So I'm very curious to see how much of a difference we will hear between the preamps on this and the preamps built into the camera using the same lavalier mic. All right, so I switched cameras here. This is my A6500. Don't pay attention to the adapter that's on here. I don't have a lens on it, but if you guys are curious as to the ComLight HSAF adapter, that video is coming up. I just need to get a Canon lens. Anyway, so what we need to do is take the included hot shoe adapter, tighten it down, and then take the receiver that has the output on it and screw this on. Pretty bulky, not ideal if you're just gonna be carrying it around everywhere, but it does allow you to use the camera with one hand if you need to. Obviously, you open up the side and then plug this right into your input. Microphone does come with a foam cover and a little clip to clip onto your shirt. You plug that in and then make sure it's on the same channel. And that is it. As soon as you start the camera up, the audio will begin to be recorded from this microphone instead of the built-in microphone on the camera. And right now you are listening to the Zoom H1 audio coming from my lav mic here. I'm now going to switch over to the Boya wireless transmitter. This is what it sounds like. So I'm going to have to listen to these to make sure there's a difference, but that is what it looks like. Let's go back to the Zoom H1, and this is what the Zoom H1 sounds like with my lav mic. And now let's switch back over to the Boya system. This is what it sounds like. So obviously in both cases, this is going to sound much, much better than the built-in audio on your camera. And now what I really want to test is the effect of me just taking my lav mic, the one that I've used for years and I've recommended to so many people, and I just plug that into this transmitter just to see how the preamps on the camera differ from the preamps on the H1. So this is the Zoom H1 audio that you guys are used to. And now this is the audio being transmitted wirelessly to the A6500 via this Boya adapter. All right guys, so this conclusion is actually gonna be really easy. I went upstairs and edited that sequence that you just saw, and I used these headphones. If you guys are looking for a great, inexpensive pair of headphones, I know I'm gonna sound like a Sony fanboy, but I've had these Sony headphones for years and years and years. These are the MDR V6s. They're about $50 to $60 on Amazon. So if you guys are interested, I'll post a link down below. But these are awesome headphones, especially for reference stuff if you're mixing, if you're editing video. Pretty comfortable. The only thing about them is that they're not the best to travel with because they have this super long coiled cable. But anyway, check those out if you guys are interested. So what this test proved, to me at least, is that the preamps on the A6500 are nowhere near as good as the preamps on the Zoom H1. If you listen to those clips side by side, you'll notice that the noise floor on the Zoom H1 is much lower. If you're just recording a silent room, it's much quieter. The background noise is much quieter with the Zoom H1 as you compare it to the preamps on the A6500. The audio coming from the Zoom H1 is just much clearer in my opinion. Now it's not really the fault of these wireless transmitters, it really is what is being used to record the audio. And so while the A6500 is an excellent camera, the audio could use some work. So that is my review of these Boyas. They're great products, easy to use, they work well, didn't lose any connections, no real issues. The only problem is the built-in camera audio is just not up to the standard that other audio recorders are up to. That being said, if you guys are looking to create YouTube videos or other types of videos where you're just talking towards a camera, I would highly recommend going out and checking out the Zoom H1. It's really never let me down. It's about $80 to $100 depending on when you go out and purchase it. The lav mic that I use all the time is $29 on Amazon. I'll link that as well down below. If you guys have any questions about any of this stuff, anything audio related, I'll try my best to answer it down in the comments. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all of the likes, comments, and support. And I will see you in the next video. And I am so excited about this. It's not my camera. I don't know if I should show this on camera yet. That's the A7 Mark III. A buddy of mine actually bought this camera. And I'm super duper excited about it. I haven't bought my own yet. I don't know if I will, but I'm definitely gonna check this out. So stay tuned for that video, and I have a bunch of other stuff coming. So thank you guys. See you soon.